Shapeshifters walking amongst us on the north side, on Great Mama. Viewers' discretion is advised.
I know what it told me.
You know what? It's all starting to make sense. I'll go on and watch this real quick.
Different from the president. We're very discreet, reptilian, cold-blooded. These are the races we have to win.
Yeah, but we ain't done yet. Hold on.
I was going to say that, but...
Poor baby.
Yeah, she's really, really committed to that. It's really sad.
No, I'm not a poor baby. I'm more reptilian, cold-blooded, and go in to win the election.
We're going to take a short break. I want to talk to you more about President Biden and some other things.
They want us to know at this point. Oh yeah, and if you want to see how to spot one, check this out. Looks like a lizard to me.
Okay, pause. Do it again. A little more. Right when you pause. One more. Keep going. You'll see it in a second. Up. See it? You see his eye? You didn't even catch it. Good. Do it again. You didn't catch it. Do you see it or no?
Oh, I see it.
Go back a little bit. Right there. That's good. Okay. Look. There he is in the hallway. Look.
Bro, I just tapped randomly.
Look. See him right there? Right there. Keep going though. You'll see it more.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? It's very interesting to see more and more people claiming that the people that are ruling this world are not human.
Reptilian serpent worshippers were operating inside the earliest Christian communities in 2nd century AD. They left a written confession, and it still exists, and it names the ruler of this world. The evidence I'm about to present to you of 100 lectures has the potential to rewrite thousands of years of human history. It will present evidence that suggests that serpent or lizard-like aliens came to Earth thousands of years ago and played a role creating religion, humanity, and they're still among us today. The concept, even now, is a controversial one. The evidence is based upon extensive research of ancient myth, texts, archaeological finds, science, and other sources. Prepare to have your beliefs challenged and your minds open. Before the church had cathedrals, before it had councils, before it had power, it had competing voices over what Christianity would become. And one of those voices was the Ophites. The Ophites was reptilian serpent worshippers. It's documented, it's named, and recorded by the very church leaders who were trying to destroy them. And they were not outside looking in. They claimed to have affinity to Christianity. They were inside the earliest communities, shaping the conversations, influencing what survived and what got buried. Epiphanes, a Christian bishop, wrote about them in the 4th century specifically because they were a threat from within. And you don't spend centuries trying to eradicate something that wasn't inside your walls. The Ophites taught that the serpent in the Garden of Eden was not mankind's enemy, that it was a teacher, the one who came and gave humanity wisdom, the one who should be worshiped. And it went a little further. They named the ruler of this world not a king, not a pope, not a human. And according to them, the ruler of this world, a draconic form. They wrote this in the 2nd century. They wrote it in all of their communities. And I believe that they were reptilians. The reptilian control system didn't just attack the church from outside. It was in the room where the decision was made, influencing what you were allowed to believe, shaping what got called truth and what got called heresy. The document still exists. The ruler hasn't changed. The reptilian control system is still running right now.
Vatican is run underground by the reptilians. It's notorious. Blood sacrifice, that's their motto. That's what the Vatican is all about. That's why you have the whole thing. I mean, look, you know them by their ways. If you look at the architecture of the Vatican, you can see the snakes everywhere. It's gross. The Vatican Square, I get ill instantly when I set foot on there. I cannot even hang out there very long. So you got to understand what's happening. These frequency, the the reptilian frequency is to change our DNA, to change our genome, to be more like them. We've been invaded. The Anunnaki started out as Pleiadian. They broke away from the Pleiades, a certain rogue group. They went and settled Nibiru, took control of Nibiru, the planet. That's the Vatican auditorium.
That's a Vatican auditorium. Looks like a viper.
They don't even try to hide it. It's just that people are so stupid, they don't realize. It's everywhere. I mean, by now, I think most people know what I'm talking about, but I'm sure there's a lot of religious programmed people that have no idea. So the important thing here is that you've got reptilians fighting reptilians. It's quite possible that the beings that are running Iran are a different breed, a different sect of reptilian, as opposed to the Anunnaki, who are reptilian humanoids. Okay? This is important.
Whenever you hear them refer to us as humans, they are telling you that they are not. Barium has not shown to cause cancer with humans. Barium carbonate does not dissolve in water, but it does dissolve in the stomach. It can also cause harmful health effects. Eating or drinking very large amounts of barium compound that dissolve in water or in the stomach can cause changes in heart rhythm or paralysis in humans. That's the second time they said humans. What are they trying to say? So the human race is about to be enslaved, and people with good hearts wonder how can other humans treat humans this way? Why would you try to enslave your fellow man when we can make this world a better place? It's because they're not humans. We're not being run by humans. People with big influences, high followers, they're being replaced. They're not humans.
So people that they're scared of is the demons. They're not humans. So I'm talking to all of you humans listening to me right now. The shit that you guys are dealing with are not humans.
When I tell you guys that this country was founded on and is run by reptiles and they throw it right in your face, and when we tell you that these damn reptiles are right in plain sight, this is just like Men in Black, fam. I'm here to tell you these fools are wearing masks, they're shape-shifting, they're doing all of the above.
Y'all, this video from Coachella gave me such bad vibes. It literally put my stomach in knots. It's one of those that give you instant goosebumps. Now watch this performer's face right here. I think this is Sway Lee. He was performing when the light hit his face weird, and his face turns into something else. And I guess the cameraman noticed it and immediately changed cameras. But right here, it almost looks like a zombie's face. Look at that. Y'all cannot tell me that that's just lighting. That is not just lighting. He literally looks like a demon. I mean, this has happened before with Beyonce and stuff too, but this one, man, you cannot play that off. It looks like his skin is falling off in this video.
The Great Awakening is happening right now. The veil is thinning. You are witnessing it and don't even realize it. In the movie They Live, when a major antenna was destroyed, everything was revealed. They are using a similar technology that inhibits our perception, inhibits our vision, and inhibits our power. And that antenna is the moon.
Holly works in there. If she made it, maybe we can find her. Then we can go to the roof and break that signal.
Wait, boys, wait. You're making a big mistake.
You made the mistake.
No, you gotta listen to me. I thought you boys understood. It's business. That's all it is. You still don't get it, do you, boys? There ain't no countries anymore. No more good guys. They're running the whole show. They own everything, the whole goddamn planet. They can do whatever they want. What's wrong with having it good for a change? Now, they're gonna let us have it good if we just help them. They're gonna leave us alone, let us make some money. You can have a little taste of that good life, too. Now, I know you want it. Hell, everybody does.
You do it to your own kind.
What's the threat? We all sell out every day. Might as well be on the winning team.
Give a press conference and how to buy a sailboat as prime news.
Like shit. I'm on it.
What's wrong?
All the sex and violence on the screen has gone too far for me. I'm fed up with it. Filmmakers like George Romero and John Carpenter have to show some restraint.
You can actually see the signal in the fake clouds. Well, I'm not sure if it's that particular signal, but it's a signal. The sun, a living entity that gives everything life, is their biggest threat. That's why they're so afraid of the sun, the solar flares, the one thing that can cause their whole illusion to collapse. The sun's recent activity in conjunction with the Schumann resonance is causing interference with the Draconians' electric signals. This is why when they spray the skies, those planes always follow the path of the sun. They are making a shield to block our downloads and to block solar flares that will interrupt the signal that inhibits our perception. The sun and the earth is causing humans to vibrate at a higher frequency, the frequency of the awakening. Once your frequency changes, your timeline changes. You're starting to know things you weren't taught. You're starting to remember the past and the true history of this planet. You hear the stories of the elite have technology called the looking glass or the yellow cube, where they can see all possibilities of the future, which I think the creators of The Simpsons have. Watch the movie Paycheck and you will see what I'm talking about. The word is that all possibilities of every future they saw end the same way, their downfall. And that downfall is the awakening.
I would want the world to know about Ascension. I would want the world to know that we are very, very close. And all the people on the inside know this. This is the key of disclosure. We are very close to some sort of energetic shift that the sun is going to do. There have already been multiple experiments, I've heard this from several insiders, in which they take ordinary folks and they put them into a room and they zap them with the energy that our sun is going to give off when we go through this change. They become very blissed out. They start to get really telepathic. They can move things with their mind. Everybody kind of goes into a psychedelic trip. Our government knows that this is going to happen, where there's no veil left, where we are wide open.
The sun is weakening their signal of deception and activating our dormant DNA strands. Remember when the sun used to be yellow? Just look at old Superman comic books when they say Superman gets his power from the yellow sun. Now it's white. Now here's a thought. I always have random thoughts. What if the reason that all realities end the same way was their undoing by tampering with the code of reality, causing a Mandela effect, making the sun white, in turn causing our dormant DNA to awaken, as if putting a new battery in a flashlight, helping you to see more. Humans are now coming into their powers and these non-humans are afraid.
The solar flash becoming
something like the solar flash is going to happen next year in 2025. They call it the first wave of ascension, but they say that it will not destroy the Earth. We will not have a pole shift. We won't have catastrophic waves that sweep over the continents from the ocean, but we are going to see, apparently, this massive consciousness awakening event where people start to develop superhero type of abilities. This might be why the superhero shows like Iron Man and all these other comic book Marvel hero movies are so popular. We might be getting ready to be turned into superheroes.
What you mean you gonna move the paper with your mind?
I can just move it with my mind.
How you gonna move the paper with your mind? You be sounding crazy. There you go with that crazy stuff again.
I can't move the paper with my mind.
How you gonna move the paper with your mind, London?
But I can move it with my mind.
Let me see, cause I think you tripping. You not doing what the heck? You not doing that. You are not doing. Oh. She is not doing. Oh, my baby. Oh, that's scary. Oh no. No. I know. No, I can't do this. I can't do this.
What the fuck? Nigga, I'm levitating this bitch. Notice we keep catching them wearing prosthetic masks now. They didn't need masks before.
On the regime and the people of Iran. So he's been very astute in leveraging that time. And so I don't see it as negotiations. It really is capitulation. The president's made it very clear. You will not have a nuclear weapon. You will not have the materials. Surrender that. And you will ensure that the Straits of Hormuz are open to free commerce. So I think in that sense, he controls the narrative and when he would strike. I'd also say that patience and the request from Saudi, Qatar, UAE.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Their hold on our mind is weakening. Why you think the elites are building bunkers at the same time they are building these empty apartment complexes? If they fear this great disaster is coming, then why are they still investing in these apartment complexes? Why are they still pushing electric cars, social credit system, digital currency? It's because they believe they can still win. They are speeding up time to push their agenda before we become fully aware. Have you noticed the bombardment of consistent distractions in 2026? Epstein files, war, AI, aliens, disappearances of scientists, never before seen creatures, UFOs, UAEs, portals, P-52s, P-47s.
Okay, we're recording. State line of origin. Okay, yesterday you told us you traveled, and I quote, thousands of light years to get here. Yes. Tell us the truth, or the word will never be here. It is truth. Only from above. From the future. To travel in time is to travel in space. All sensation generations. So I take it aliens took over our future, right? No. So you're human. Okay, so you evolved from us. Yes. So what are you doing here now?
Gas prices, food prices, price manipulation, deed theft, bad crisis actors, another fake virus. They throwing everything they have to keep us from awakening. They're not afraid of a great disaster that caused them to go underground. They're afraid of us. They're building bunkers to keep us from ripping their heads off once we fully awake. They're going to detonate a disaster. To keep us from awakening, they compensate with heavy metals, injections, poison, blocking out the sun, terribly scripted crises to keep you constantly distracted so you can maintain a low vibrational state. There's several reasons why I think they're bumping off these scientists and David Wilcock. One, when they finally play the alien card, those scientists can expose the truth by saying that they had a hand in building these anti-gravity crafts we are seeing. Two, the non-humans have all the technology they need and the scientists are of no use to them anymore. And three, during war, it's a military tactic to either kidnap or kill off enemy scientists. And since there are scientists of multiple countries that are disappearing, the only common denominator is that they are Earthlings. So who are we at war with? Again, random thought. The awakening is happening. This is our last and only opportunity to avoid eternal slavery on our future generations. And since we are in a soul trap, that future generation is you. We have a couple of years left. Do something. Thank you for listening to me. Everyone have a great day, and I will talk to you real soon. Peace.